Hey guys, today I just wanted to share my take on loyalty, okay, in terms of warrior mindset, okay? So, what is loyalty? Now, especially from a warrior's point of view, a warrior he's 100% responsible for everything that he's done, okay? Everything he says, everything he does, and all the consequences that follow these actions, yeah? Not only that, a true warrior is immensely loyal to everybody within his care, okay? So pretty much anyone who looks up to him, everyone who relies on him, okay, he is 110% loyal to serving that person, okay? So, let's talk about it. Bushido code. Loyalty, what is it? So your truest friends are the ones who will stand by you in the darkest moments because they're willing to brave the shadows with you, and in your greatest moments because they're not afraid to let you shine. Now, you got a lot of people in the world, and as soon as you start to succeed, they don't like it, okay? And they'll try and tear you down and this and that. And this is how you can decipher your true friends, okay? Those who are really standing by you. You know, at the end of the day, they don't want to see you fail. They want to see you succeed. So this is what you need to think about first and foremost. And then we've got to realise that in order to attract these true friends, we've first got to be true friends ourselves. So we've got to be loyal to ourselves before we can be loyal to anybody else. So we're going to go into that a little bit. Now, on every single day of our lives, we make hundreds of decisions, okay? And many of these decisions have got to do with showing commitment, okay? There's a difference between being committed to something and then acting it out, all right? So you might hear a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm committed to doing this. But they're only truly committed if they then take the action required to be able to achieve whatever it is they've set out to achieve, okay? So unless you're showing commitment on a daily basis, then you're not committed. So first thing we need to do is we need to make these decisions to be committed, okay? To act out our commitment, okay? Show commitment. That's the first thing. And what are these commitments made up of? Okay, let's have a think about that. So, first you've got the people in your care, the people who rely on you. Okay, so this, if you're a breadwinner, this will be your wife and your kids. Okay, if you're a leader at work, okay, if you're a boss or a foreman or anything along these lines, a supervisor or just any type of leadership role, it's everybody who's underneath you, who relies on you to be able to direct the traffic, so to speak. And then outside of this, you got everybody else who looks up to you, okay? Everybody who's inspired by you. And you might sit there and say, oh, but nobody's inspired by me. Well, change it, okay? It's as simple as that. Do some things that are going to be inspirational to others. And I'll tell you what, you'll have a massive sense of achievement if you can do that. So how do you do that? Well, first you've got to be committed to yourself, okay? You've got to be loyal to yourself. You've got to figure out what it is that you want to achieve. What are your dreams? Okay? And do you want to achieve them? Are you going to achieve them? And if you are 110% committed to achieving your dreams, then you've got to start with yourself, okay? You've got to be loyal to yourself. Give yourself a kick up the arse and do what you've got to do, okay? You've got a sense of duty. Do it. Otherwise, this is going to happen. Now, every time you make a commitment and then you decide not to stay true to your commitment, okay, or you quit is the weaker term for it, which is the more true term, what happens then is you lose balance, okay? You lose your balance in your life, you lose direction, you lose focus, and you lose control, okay? As soon as you lose focus and you lose balance, you don't have control of your life. And in order to achieve anything that you want to achieve, you've got to be focused, okay? You've got to stay in control. You've got to stay on track. You've got to know exactly where you're going, and then you've got to get there, okay? It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science. It's just some people don't like hard work. That's all it is. And this all goes back to just being a man or woman with integrity and honesty, okay? You've got to be true to yourself. In terms of becoming a great man or a woman, you've got to have your code of honor, okay? So in order to keep our code of honor strong, we need to keep our word to ourselves, okay? Then you can master yourself, you can conquer yourself, you can conquer your own demons, okay? And once this happens, then you can help other people do exactly the same thing. You can become a great leader to everybody around you. All of those people who love you and rely on you and look up to you and they're looking to you for inspiration, it is your duty to stay loyal to your dream. If you're sitting there saying, I haven't got a missus and I haven't got kids and this and that, I want you to imagine now. Imagine that you do have a missus and you do have kids. What kind of person are you going to be? Are you going to be the same you that you are now? Or are you going to be a little bit more in control? Are you going to take charge of who you are as a person? Are you going to show integrity? Are you going to show loyalty? Okay, this is all very important. Are you going to have a code of honor? Okay, because all these people are going to be looking up to you. So what do you want them to learn? Just something to think about. Because I can tell you this, what matters more to us in life than success is impact. Okay, it's knowing that you haven't wasted your time here on this planet. It's knowing that because you were you and because of the things that you've done, you've helped inspire others. Okay, you've built them up. You may have given them the one missing piece of the puzzle that they needed in order to get started on their own journeys. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you can bring impact to this world, you can make it a better place. Alright? So yes, there's things going to come up and you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get depressed and that's completely normal. You know why it's normal? Because you're a human being and that's what happens to human beings. Now, you don't have to stay there in that depressed state. It is up to you to get out of it, okay? And here's a little mindset strategy that I use and it might help you out, but what I do when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, lonely, sad, depressed, whatever it is, I think of my heroes, okay? Whether they be superheroes or actual people. Just people who I look up to within my own life or, you know, people I haven't even met, just people who inspire me. And I imagine myself in their shoes for a minute, okay? And I think to myself, how did they persevere, okay, through their burdens, okay? Have they been through something similar to what I'm going through? And if so, how did they tackle it? And I can guarantee if you can take yourself out of your own little situation, out of your own little bubble, and look at it from a different perspective, quite often you can see some opportunities arise, some different ways of looking at things, some mindset switches and things like this, okay? Because I tell you what, all these people that you look up to, they're people as well, okay? They've been depressed, they've been overwhelmed. And the fact of the matter is, they're still succeeding in life, okay? They're busting ahead, obviously, because they're inspiring you. So they're doing something right. And because they're inspiring others, I can guarantee that they have their own sense of fulfillment, okay? And this is what's going to make you happy as a person. All right, so think about that now. Put yourself in the shoes of one of your heroes, okay? Here's VUJICIC. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But this guy, he's an inspiration. For those of you who don't know who this guy is, he was born without legs and arms. Okay, he's got a little chicken drumstick, but that's about all he's got. Now, I can guarantee you this man has been through so much more than we could even imagine. Okay, growing up, you imagine that. Growing up without legs, growing up without arms. Alright, and he is an inspiration to so many people. Okay, why? Because he focuses on the good in life, okay? He focuses on what he's grateful for, what he does have, okay? And what he does have is love, and that's his most powerful weapon. Now, he's a motivational speaker, he's a life coach. Pretty much what he does is he changes lives, and the fact of the matter is he probably never would have gotten to that stage as a person if he wasn't confronted with all these burdens of, you know, not having legs and arms and things like this. So, because of such a negative thing, he's been able to live such a positive lifestyle. How awesome is that? And it's all about the way you look at life in general, okay? How do you see your world? Now, this man's loyalty lies in, you know, helping kids battle all their issues with bullying and things like this, okay? And this, so the point I'm trying to make is, I know this guy would have looked life dead in the eye, okay? He would have got to a point where he would have been like, all right, what am I going to do in order to get past this? Now, obviously, he can't just click his fingers and grow some arms and legs. But he figured out what he can do in order to see some fulfillment come into his own life. And that is powerful. And that's what you can do. You just got to look for it, okay? At the end of the day, we owe it to ourselves to keep growing, to keep smashing through plateaus. Anything that life throws at us, it is our duty, okay? And we need to remain loyal to ourselves that, you know, we can beat that and not let it affect us. Just really quickly, I want you to take a minute, pause the video right now and just chuck down in the comment section below, who are your heroes? Alright, I want to know 3 of your heroes. 3 people that you look up to. They can be fictional, non-fictional. It doesn't really matter. Just and what are their main virtues? Why do they inspire you? Okay, so if you just want to pause the video right now, go and do that. That'd be fantastic. Alright, thanks for that. Now, it is our duty to show loyalty to ourselves. Okay, nobody else is going to do it. I mean, you might have some people be loyal to you, but it's not the same thing. They're not going to stay loyal to you and your goals and what you've set out to achieve as a person. So, we've got to stay loyal to our own cause and not waste our time being depressed. And don't waste your time being distracted. Don't waste your time being anything less than what you need to be. And be that light, that moving force within changing your own lives. And then go about and inspire some others. Alright? Thanks for listening, guys. You're awesome. Bye.